You finish a heavy lunch, and 30 minutes later, your eyelids feel like lead. You probably write it off as a simple food coma. But that intense wave of exhaustion is a biological alarm bell. Your body is struggling to manage a sharp blood sugar spike. When your blood glucose surges rapidly day after day, it strains your cell's ability to process energy. Over time, these daily spikes steadily drive up the risk of developing insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. You can mitigate this risk by acting during the narrow window immediately after you finish a meal. A mere 2 minutes of light activity can significantly blunt the glucose surge before it strains your system. By the end of this tutorial, we will build a routine that fits your exact environment. You won't need special equipment or a change of clothes, only the smartphone in your pocket to lock the habit into place. We are turning this physiological insight into a frictionless daily habit, removing a potential medical burden from your future. To understand why such a short window works, we look at 2022 research from the University of Otago. Scientists compared adults who remained seated after eating to those who walked for just 2 minutes. This chart shows the sedentary group. Remaining seated causes a sharp blood sugar surge. But for the intervention group, walking just 2 minutes created a 20% lower peak. Movement increases insulin sensitivity, signaling muscles to pull excess sugar directly out of the bloodstream to use as fuel. This becomes increasingly critical as we age. For middle-aged and older adults, metabolic rates naturally slow down, and insulin resistance tends to rise, making these post-meal spikes more frequent and more damaging. This habit isn't about traditional exercise or burning calories. It is a targeted timing strategy to assist your body in clearing glucose precisely when the help is needed most. The most common reason people fail to start this habit is the belief that they need a treadmill or an outdoor path. In reality, any space will work. In a workplace, you can utilize a quick lap down the hallway before your next meeting. If you use a standing desk, simply stepping in place provides the necessary muscle activation. At home, stand up immediately after your last bite. Clearing the dinner table, washing the dishes, or a quick play session with children provides more than enough movement to trigger the effect. If you have joint pain or mobility issues, you can substitute walking with seated upper body stretches or chair yoga. Your biology only cares that muscle activation occurs immediately after eating. The specific name of the movement is secondary to the timing. New habits often fail because we rely on memory or willpower. To ensure this lasts longer than a few days, we need to remove the mental effort of remembering to start. Take out your smartphone right now. We're going to automate the trigger while you watch this video. Open your alarm or reminder app. Set daily recurring alerts for the specific times you usually finish lunch and dinner. Label these 2-minute move. This shift turns your phone into the boss of the habit. When the alarm rings, you don't have to decide if you're in the mood to move. The decision has already been made for you. Without a digital trigger, a new habit is just a wish. This alarm is the mechanism that guarantees your long-term success. To lock this in, let's perform a 2-minute session right now. Stand up or get into your chosen low-impact position. Begin your movement as the timer starts. Pace your room or step in place. Keep moving comfortably. Light exertion is all that's required to boost insulin sensitivity. That's it. Notice how little time that took. You've completed a full post-meal session. The perceived barrier to exercise is often an illusion. A 2-minute commitment is almost invisible in your daily schedule, but it yields massive biological returns. Congratulations! You have built a personalized, automated defense against one of the most common drivers of metabolic disease. By improving your insulin sensitivity 2 minutes at a time, you are actively defending your long-term health against the progression of diabetes. When your smartphone alarm rings after your very next meal, obey it without hesitation. Stand up and give yourself those 2 minutes. Sustainable health isn't built through exhausting, hours-long sessions at the gym. It is built through the tiny, immediate decisions we choose to automate every single day.